Hello students, in this video we will be discussing solutions for module 3 questions in the model question paper. So the first question was with the help of an example define random process and discuss distributions and density functions of a random process. A random process is described by, second question is a random, B question is a random process is described by x of t is equal to a cos omega ct plus phi plus theta, where a, omega c and phi are constants and theta is a random variable uniformly distributed between plus or minus pi. Is x of t is White and stationary? If not, then why not? If so, then what are the mean and autocorrelation functions of the random process? Also, define the autocorrelation function ACF of a random process and discuss its properties. So, we'll move to the first question. That is, you have to define random process. Random process is also called a stochastic process. So, it is nothing but a random variable which is dependent on an independent variable t. So at least one independent variable t should be there. It need not to be always t, other than t also is possible, but it should be dependent on some independent variable. So it can also dependent on more than one variable. So we want some examples. So for example, our human speech pattern. So human speech pattern, if we take the signal, it is not deterministic. We cannot say at this time this will be the amplitude of this, so it is randomly coming, but it depends on time. As the time moves, the signal also changes, so it is dependent on time and it is a random process, a random variable. So random variable which is dependent on independent variable is called a random process. So weather parameters such as humidity, temperature, etc. or a particular place, sequence of bits of a digital communication, so ones and zeros which appears in digital, so there's that and all random processes. I urge you to refer the textbook for mean and variance, the probability distribution functions of random processes. We'll be moving to the next question, that is the B question. So in that question, x of t is given, which is a random process, and it is given as a cos omega ct plus phi plus theta. Now cos omega ct is a sinusoidal signal, plus phi means there will be a constant phase for the signal, so it will be like if I draw that, so this is cos omega ct. Okay, now cos omega ct plus phi means it will be delayed by some angle, or it will be like this plus phi. So phi angle is added, so that is delayed by that. So that comes to the omega ct plus phi. Now here amplitude is a and this is phi, and omega ct is the frequency. So frequency is constant, a is constant, omega phi is constant, and frequency is constant, so omega c is also constant. But only thing is there is an extra parameter called theta, which is a random variable. So this signal, after adding omega ct, it may be like this it will go. So at particular instances randomly some amount of theta is added, so we don't know where that theta is added. Maybe theta sometimes is 0, so it will be a smooth curve. If theta is 90 degree, suddenly it will change from high to low like this. So that is what. So the theta varies from minus pi to, so it may be negative, means it can start from earlier, or positive. So what is the distribution of theta? F theta of theta. Since it is uniform distribution, we know that uniform distribution is 1 by b minus a between the interval b to a. So b minus a, pi minus minus pi will be 2 pi. So 1 by 2 pi between minus pi and pi. A 0 elsewhere. So now we want to calculate mu x. Mu x is expectation of x of t. So expectation is given by, we know that expectation is for a uniform distribution. For any distribution, expectation is given by e of x is equal to some integral minus infinity to infinity x of t x fx of x. This is what we have studied, dx, right? So here the variable is theta, so it would be x of t is the function into fx of x. Instead of x of y, it will be f theta of theta. Integral is minus infinity to infinity, but the function is defined between minus pi to pi, so I can say minus pi to pi x of t f theta of t, and the variable is theta, that is why d theta. So that is what, minus pi to pi x of t is a cos omega ct plus phi plus theta into f theta of theta is 1 by pi in that interval, so 1 by pi d theta. Now I can take 1 by a by 2 pi outside, but what is left is cos theta. So when theta is a variable, I can say that it is cos of theta plus some I can say some z or m, where m is omega ct plus phi, because integral is with respect to theta, so t, omega, c and phi, everything is constant, so theta plus m. So it is integral cos theta d theta will be 0 for a complete interval minus pi to pi, because minus pi positive and negative parts are there, that will be cancelled. So the final answer will be 0. So we get mu x is mu x is equal to 0, which is constant. So the mean is constant. Now the second part is, we want to find autocorrelation function Rx of tau. So Rx of tau is defined as expectation of x of t into x of t plus tau. So that will be minus infinity to infinity x of t into x of t plus tau f theta of theta d theta. Because we studied expectation of something is equal to minus infinity to infinity that something into fx of x dx, but here the variable is theta, so f theta of t d theta. So that is why x of t plus tau plus into f theta of theta d theta. So substitute the value of x of t as a cos omega ct plus theta plus phi plus theta, and x of t plus tau, wherever t is there I have to put t plus tau, so a cos omega c t plus tau plus phi plus theta into f theta of theta is 1 by 2 pi into d theta. Now this a into a can be taken outside, and even the 1 by 2 pi can be taken outside, so a square by 2 pi into cos a cos b is cos a plus b into cos plus a cos a minus b by 2 into d theta. So if I take this as cos a plus b, a is what, this much is a, this is b, so a plus b is omega ct plus omega ct omega c tau, so omega ct omega ct omega c tau, and here we have phi, here we have phi, so 2 phi, here we have theta, and here we have theta, so 2 theta d theta. Okay, and when a minus b, it will be omega ct minus omega ct will cancel, phi and omega phi minus phi will cancel, theta minus theta will cancel, so what left is minus omega c tau. So theta theta phi cancels, theta cancels, and omega ct cancels, so only left is minus omega c tau. Now what is the integral of this part, cos 2 theta plus some any, as I said, I can take it as m. So it is like integral of this part, this is cos, so we have positive part is there, equal amount of negative part is there, so if we integrate, that will become 0. So that is why cos theta plus something will be 0. At the same time, if it is 2 theta, what happens is like you have two signals like this. So we have two parts which again makes equal number of positive and negative parts will be there, which will make to 0. And we have something called this one, cos minus omega c tau. I can say that minus cos omega c tau is cos omega c tau, so I can take it outside because the integral is with respect to d theta, so d theta by 2, that will be integral d theta by 2 minus by 2 pi will be theta with the limits minus pi to pi by 2, so it will be 2 pi by 2 will cancel, only you have pi here. So if I substitute pi there, it will be this pi and this pi will cancel, only remaining is a square by 2 cos omega c tau. Now if you see here, there is no t here, so Rx of tau is function of tau alone. So we satisfied two necessary conditions for a function to be wide sense stationary. That is, the first one is mu should be constant, the second one Rx of tau should be a function of tau alone. So mu x is 0, Rx of tau is a square by 2 cos omega c tau. So that is the second question. Now if you see the third question, what is the third question? Define autocorrelation function of a random process and discuss its properties. So we know that autocorrelation function is a mean of a signal. So correlation is the actually relationship between two functions. You have a function like this, and you have the same function here. So correlation is how much they are related. So this will be x1, this will be x2. So if you take, that is called a cross correlation. If you take the same signal, if this is x and this is also x, then it becomes autocorrelation. But you have to multiply with the shifted signals. So this is x of t, then you have to take a shifted signal which starts delayed like this, that is called x of t plus tau. So that is the autocorrelation function is the mean of product of signal with its shifted version. So expectation of x of t into x of t plus tau. So the properties of this one is Rx of 0, if you substitute 0 here, that becomes expectation of x of t into x of t. This is expectation of x square of t. Now we know that sigma x square is E of x square minus E of x whole square. So we got E of x square here. So we can say that Rx of 0 is E of x square. So from this one I can say sigma x square plus E of x square is E of x whole square. So E of x whole square is E of x square. So this will be sigma x square plus E of x is nothing but mu. So mu x square. Now what is the importance is that this Rx of 0 is called average power, sigma x square is called average AC power, and mu x square is called average DC power. Similarly, the second property is Rx tau is even. So it may be asked to prove that. So what we have to do is Rx of minus tau is equal to R of tau. We have to prove. So Rx of minus tau is nothing but E of x of t into wherever tau is there I have to substitute minus tau. So x of t minus tau. Now in this t minus tau I will put a t dash. So t becomes a t dash plus tau. So it will be Rx of minus tau is a expectation of, instead of t it will be t dash plus tau, instead of t minus tau it will be t dash. So which is nothing but Rx of tau, which is a function of tau alone. So it is an even function. The next property is x of t is periodic, then Rx of tau is also periodic. If the random process is periodic, then its a autocorrelation function is also periodic. So what we have to prove is x of t plus t is equal to x of t, where t is the period of the function. So after every regular interval it repeats, that is why it is called periodic. Then E of Rx of tau is expectation of x of t into x of t plus tau. Rx of t plus tau plus t is nothing but expectation of wherever tau is there I have to put tau plus t, so it will be tau plus t. Now I will interchange t and tau and t. So what happens? T plus t into plus tau, expectation of x of t into x of t plus t in plus tau. So t plus t, x of t plus t is nothing but x of t, so it is same. I can write x of t into x of t plus tau, so which will be Rx of tau. So Rx of t plus tau plus t, so after a regular interval it repeats, so Rx of tau is periodic. Okay. So the next question is the R question of the question paper is this one. So where we have if x of t and y of t are independent, jointly wide sense stationary random process given by x of t is a cos omega 1 t plus theta 1 and y of t is b cos omega 2 t plus theta 2. So here it is not mentioned, but understand that theta 1 and theta 2 are the random variables here. Okay. If w of t is x of t into y of t, then find the autocorrelation function r w of tau. So second question is, assume that the data in the following table are obtained from a windowed sample function obtained from an ergodic random process. Estimate the ACF autocorrelation function for tau equal to 0, 2 and 4 milliseconds, where delta t is 2 milliseconds. Third, the table is given here, and third question is, suppose that the PSD input to a linear system is Sx of omega equal to k. The cross correlation of the input x of t with the output y of t of the linear system is found to be Rxy of tau is equal to k into e raised to minus tau plus 3 e raised to minus 2 tau for tau greater than 0 and 0 for tau less than 0. What is the power filter function? So power filter function is nothing but h of j omega square. So we'll see the first question, that is the autocorrelation function of w of t, which is a product of x of t and so the theory behind this is, if x of t and y of t are independent as well as jointly WSS process, wide sense stationary process, then two conditions: the sum of x of t, y of t will have the autocorrelation function as autocorrelation of x, autocorrelation of y, autocorrelation, cross correlation of x and y, and cross correlation of y and x. They will be mu x into mu y. This is also mu x into mu y. So Rx of tau plus Ry of tau plus 2 mu x mu y. This is not required for us, but this is the case of addition. In the case of multiplication, which we require in our problem, w of t is equal to x of t into y of t, then Rw of tau, that is autocorrelation function of w, will be the product of autocorrelation function of x into autocorrelation function of y. Now x of t is given a cos omega 1 t plus theta 1 and y of t is given as b cos omega t 2 plus theta 2, where theta 1 and theta 2 are the random functions. In the first question we have seen that the Rx of tau is obtained as you can see here in the first question as we discussed. The value of if it is x of t is a cos omega ct plus theta, forget about phi, which is having no significance, a square by 2 cos omega c tau. So that can be used here. So you have to derive this one here, since we have already derived, I am not using that. So that will be a square by 2 cos omega 1 tau. Similarly, Ry of tau, this you can write, since this you have derived, Ry of tau is similar, so we can write b square by 2 cos omega t tau. So Rw of tau is Rx of tau into Ry of tau, that is the significance part, that is product of cross correlation is cross correlation of product is product of cross correlations. So that will be a square into b square by 4 cos omega 1 tau cos omega t tau. So that will be cos omega 1 plus 1 cos a cos b is cos a plus b by 2 cos a plus b plus cos a minus b divided by 2. So it will become 8 here, cos omega 1 plus omega 2 into tau plus cos omega 1 minus omega 2 into tau. So this is what the principle of analog modulation also, this you will learn in the higher classes. Okay. So the second question is to find ergodic random process. It is an ergodic, you have to find the autocorrelation function for tau is equal to 0, 2 and 4. So we will see how to do this one. We have given here k is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and the expression for Rx of tau is 1 by n, k equal to 0 to n minus 1 by tau by delta t is required actually. In our class this was a confusion for most of you. So it is tau by delta t actually. K equal to 0 to n minus tau, x of t into x of t plus tau. So since we are not using or we are not bothered about this equation, this is nothing but the total sum of this table. So we want this sum, that is what we require. Okay. So here k is given 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 9 and corresponding x of t is also given in the table, that is given in the question. Okay. Now what we want is we have to find t, because x of t is given. So k is nothing, that is the samples. So k into delta t will be the time instances at t equal to 0, at t equal to 2, at t equal to 4, at t equal to 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 and 18. These are the time intervals where time positions where the sample is taken, the function sample is taken. So x of 0 is 1.5, x of 2 is 2.1, x of 4 is actually 1.0. So k has no significance now onwards. Now what is given when tau is equal to 0, what we want is x of t into x of t plus tau, its product and sum, right? So we want x of t plus tau. So what is x of t plus tau? Tau is 0, so it will be x of t only. So x of 0, x of 1, 2, x of 4, that remains the same. Now what you have to do is you have to find the product of this. 1.5 into 1.5 is how much? 2.1 into 2.1. So you have to calculate all these values, find the product of this and add them and find what is the final value. So in today's quiz, the question 1 is this one. You have to find the total sum here, and that you have to substitute here and find the value of Rx of 0. So you have to give the value of Rx of 0 here as the solution. So that is the first question for your quiz. Okay. Now moving to the next. When tau equal to 2, the same case, these parts remain same, only change is here. T plus tau, x of t is given 1.5, 2.1, 1.0, etc. So x of 0 is 1.5, x of 2 is 2.1, x of 4 is 1.0, like that. Now tau is equal to 2, so t plus tau will be 0 plus 2, that will be 2, 4, 6, 8 up to 80. Now x of t plus tau, what is x of t plus tau? That is x of 2. So x of 2 we know here, x of 2 is 2.1, so that will be 2.1. This is x of 4, so x of 4 is 1, so I have to write 1 here. X of 6, 2.2. Likewise here x of 18, that will be minus 1.8. Here we have 20, which will be 0, so we don't mention that one since it is a 0. Now again the same, x of t into x of t plus tau means this into this is how much, this into this is how much. So you have to find all the products and find the total value of sum, and here that will be 1 by 10 into sum. So once you find the value of Rx of tau, you have to find, that is Rx of tau is how much. So you have to substitute give the value of answer as for the question 2 for today's quiz. Next, when tau equal to 4, t is 0 to 4, that is the value same we have taken, but t plus tau becomes 4, 6, 8. So here x of t plus tau will be x of 4, x of 4 will be 1, so I have to substitute here 1. X of t plus 6, so 6, the value is 2.2, so I have to give 2.2 here. So likewise this is minus 1.8, here it will become 20 and 22, right? So it will be 0, so we won't mention that explicitly. So you have to find the product of this 1.5 like this, what is the value, and add them up, find what is the sum. So once you find, you will get this, substitute in this equation, you will get Rx of 4. So this is your question 3. Okay, I think this is clear for you. Next is question we have given with the Sx of j omega is equal to k, and Rx of y of tau, which is a function of tau, is given e raised to minus tau plus 3 e raised to minus 2 tau, where tau greater than 0 and 0 for tau less than 0. So Wiener-Khinchin relation says that Sx, that is the gross power spectral density, is the Fourier transform of cross correlation function. So Sxy is actually k into 1 by j omega plus 1 plus 3 by, because e raised to minus tau, what is the Fourier transform? 1 by j omega e raised to 8t, 1 by j omega plus a. Using that, it will be j omega plus 1, here 3 by j omega plus 2. So 3 is the constant here, e raised to minus 2 is j omega plus 2. So this is the term we got. Now Sxy of j omega is given as Sx of j omega, that is the cross power spectral density, is the power of input into the power of, or the Fourier transform of the impulse response, that is h of j omega. So that is transfer function. So Sxy, so h of j omega can be obtained by Sxy divided by Sx. So Sxy is how much? This one, k into this much divided by k, because Sx is given as k here. So divided by k, k cancels. So you have 1 by j omega plus 1 plus 3 by j omega plus 2. So since I want h of j omega square, I will simplify this one into denominators are multiplied, and this is cross multiplied and added. So j omega plus 2 plus 3 j omega plus 1 divided by j omega plus 1 into j omega plus 2. So 4 j omega plus 5 divided by 2 minus omega square plus 3 j omega. If you simplify, just verify the result once. Once you simplify, h of j omega is obtained as like this. So you have to find mod h of j omega square, which is nothing but for a plus j omega, the mod square h of j omega will be a square plus omega square. So here it is 4 square plus 4 omega square, that is 16 omega square, 5 square, that is 25, divided by 2 minus omega square whole square plus 3 omega whole square, that is 9 omega square. Now you have to find the value of h of 0, that is your question number 4. Okay, so these many questions, you have 4 questions today in this video. You have to watch this video and enter your answer in the Canvas quiz. Okay, thank you.